Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This side Rashri Kaushik and I heartily welcome you all in your class. So in today's class we're gonna study cardiac cycle because I take lecture 1 and lecture number 2 in previous lectures. So go and do watch all the lectures to understand these lectures whatever I am going to take right now. So without wasting time, let's start the class. Before knowing cardiac cycle, we have to understand about these two terms, the systole and diastole. So systole means contraction in which our heart is contracting to pump blood from the heart, and in diastole the heart is in relaxed phase. They show the relaxation in diastole phase. As we know, the all chamber of heart shows systole and diastole, but in human beings or mammals they have four chamber heart. Means when these hearts in diastole conditions, they are in joint diastole. In previous class I used this diagram, and in today's class I am also using this diagram. So let's know about the diastolic and systolic system. If I am saying that in joint diastole, means the tricuspid and the bicuspid valves are open at that times, and blood enter into ventricles through pulmonary veins, and on that time the semilunar valve which connect to the aorta are closed at that time when the bloods are coming from pulmonary vein to the ventricles. And then the SA node gives some action potential to contract arteria, means the arterial systole, and by contracting the both arteria, the bloods enter into ventricles, means the arteria pumps the blood into the ventricles. By about 30% of blood passes from arteria to ventricles by arterial contraction, means arterial systole. And after contracting the arteria, now it's time to contract to ventricles. So at that time the action potential is generated by the AV nodes to the ventricle sides, and here the bundle of His is present. This send all the action potential to the all ventricular musculatures, and then the ventricle get contracted, and this contraction is called the ventricular contraction, means the ventricular systole. Or at that time the arteria get relaxed. So this is in both arteria are in diastolic condition, and the both ventricle arises some pressures to close the tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve to avoid the back flow of blood into arteria. So at that time the semilunar valves are open, which is guarding the pulmonary artery right side and aorta in left side, and force them to get open. You can see these all the vessels are open at that time, and blood flow from aorta and pulmonary artery in a circulatory pathway. And when the blood flow from this pulmonary artery and aorta, the ventricle gets relaxed, means the ventricle diastole, and the ventricle pressure falls, and the semilunar valve is closed to prevent the back flow of blood. Actually I repeat black flow. So and then after the ventricles getting relaxed, after that from the veins the blood is coming to the arteria, and then the tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve both are open at that time, and blood easily flow into the ventricles. And then after some SA node and some AV node generate some action potential to the ventricle musculatures to be in systolic, means contraction. And then in earlier we discussed that ventricle contracted Then the semilunar valves carry the blood into the pulmonary artery, and then after the veins carries the blood, and these cycles are called as the cardiac cycle. And then after, then blood comes to the veins, then this aorta, the aorta contract, then ventricle contraction, then SA node generating some action potential, and then after it going to the pulmonary artery and then to the veins. Means this cycle is always in running position, like always these cycles are completing their work, and the circulation of blood is known as the cardiac cycle. In previous class I mentioned earlier that the average heartbeat is about 72 beats per minute. Means that the beating of heart 72 beats per minute means the 72 times the cardiac cycle is doing. Means cardiac cycle is cycling its process, like the arterial contraction, then arterial relaxation, then ventricle contraction, then SA node generating same action potential. So this cycle is repeating 72 times in 1 minute. So this is called the heart rate 72 beats per minute. So it means that the one cardiac cycle takes 0.8 seconds and complete 72 beats after when we multiply 0.8 into 60, because 60 seconds are present in 1 minute. So we can calculate the average cardiac cycle in 1 minute. Suppose this is a heart. Don't laugh, I can't draw it in properly in whiteboard. So suppose this is a heart, these are arteria and these are ventricles. So during one cardiac cycle the ventricle pumps about 70 ml of blood in, and this is called as the stroke volume. Okay, so when we multiply the stroke volume into heart rate, we get the actual output of cardiac cycle in 1 minute of blood. Means 500 ml of blood is pumped by each ventricles in 1 minute, 500 ml or 5 liter. So it can be varied to man. Means an athlete has much more cardiac output than the normal man's. So this is the healthy man, a normal man cardiac output. So now let's know about the heart sound. So lub is the first sound and dub is the second sound. So we can hear it by the using stethoscope, like lub dub lub dub. In Hindi you know that the dhak 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 dhak. So lub is the first sound, which is generated by the closure and opening of the tricuspid and the bicuspid valve, whereas dub is sounded by the semilunar valve, by the closing of semilunar valve. So it can be clinically diagnosed by the doctors or by using stethoscope. So here we completed our cardiac cycle. So if you like the class, then go hit the like button, do share with your friends and subscribe to my channel, or it's your channel, so please subscribe it and take care. Bye.